Hi everyone, Jean-Pierre from teamtennis.fa and teamtennis.net. It's long since I last made a video. I had injuries on my back, injuries on my ankle, which is still present. I've been injured for 4 months. Very boring. Now I feel like playing again, even if my injury is still present. So I don't move at all on the court, but the arm moves, but the legs don't move. And we'll see if I can go on like this until the injury disappears. Concerning this English channel, honestly, I don't know if I will be able to continue to make English videos because I have a French channel. It already takes time for me to make the French videos. You can subscribe, by the way, to my French channel if you understand French or if you can use the automatic subtitles provided on YouTube. I give you the link of my French channel in the description under the video. There is anyway my website, which is teamtennis.net, an English website. I will continue to publish racket reviews on this website, so you can keep the address of this website, and we'll see for the English videos. Maybe I will choose some rackets very important. I will publish them in English. We'll see if I have the time. Anyway, for this video, I play again. I don't move very much. For your tennis, I advise you to be much more dynamic on the court. And so I'm going to show you my review of the VCore 98. I let you watch a part of my training session, and then I give you my feelings concerning this racket. See you right now. Allez, voyons voir ça. Ouais, c'est plus puissant. Oui, ouais, ça part mieux. C'est pas mal ça. C'est pas mal en double. Ouais. Plus de longueur avec celle-là. Voilà. Là. C'est bon pour l'épaule. On va faire quelques services. Le point fort. Okay guys, we are back to talk about this Yonex VCore 98 Tennis Warehouse Europe sent me for a demo. By the way, for your tennis equipment, I advise you to go at Tennis Warehouse Europe. I have a partnership with this website, and it's very nice from you if you buy there using my affiliate link. Doing so, you will help me continue the videos I'm doing on YouTube in French and maybe also in English. You can find my affiliate link on the eye here. The link is also in the description under the video, and you can also use the address that appears on the video. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go for this VCore 98. Concerning the strings I have on this racket, it's a Technifib or 3-ax 1.28 millimeters, tension 21 kilograms. A rather low tension. I have decided to lower the tension of my strings because I don't play much, because I had a serious injury on my shoulder, so I want easy power, especially on this frame, which is a bit control-oriented. Easy power, and I also want comfort. So it's interesting to lower a bit the tension of the string, because at the same time I didn't lose much control with the frame. Okay, let's go with the specifications of the racket. Weight, 305 grams unstrung. Not very heavy, but it begins to be heavy, so be careful with such a weight. Balance, 31.5 centimeters unstrung. A balance rather towards the handle, but at the same time swing weight 325, not extreme but a bit high. So you have a feeling of weight at the tip of the racket, a bit of weight at the tip of the racket. Is not extreme, and it's interesting for the stability and to have some power. So balance towards the handle with a little feeling of weight at the tip of the frame. Head size 98 squared inch, 632 squared centimeters, a bit small. It's going to decrease the power of the frame, increase the control, increase a bit the maneuverability of the frame also. String pattern 16 by 19, very versatile. Beam width 22.5 millimeters, 23 millimeters, 21 millimeter thin at the bottom of the frame, but overall it's an average beam width. Concerning the stiffness, it's average also with a value of 66, and the length of the frame is regular for an adult tennis racket, 68.5 centimeters. Okay, now a rapid overview of the technologies you can find on this racket. First of all, isometric, the Yonex technology you can find on every Yonex racket. Very interesting technology, which brings this special shape to the Yonex rackets, rather flat here, a bit of a rectangular shape, designed to increase the forgiveness of the frame. Very interesting. Flex Force, graphite intended to provide dynamic flexibility to the frame. String Sync, it concerns the grommets of the frame, designed to provide a responsive and lively feeling when you hit the ball. There is a vibration damping system located in the handle of the frame. And Aerofin, it's a little technology designed to provide an aerodynamic shape to the frame, so to facilitate the swing of your speed and indirectly the access to topspin. Okay, now maybe the most important, I'm going to talk to you about my feelings on the court when I played with the racket, and we are going to start with the power provided by this frame. Very important characteristic, of course, when you are going to choose a new tennis racket. I show you on the screen a comparison in terms of power with some other rackets maybe you already know. Well, this racket is a bit control-oriented. Head size 632 squared centimeters, a bit small. The racket is a bit control-oriented. In this category of tennis racket, a bit control-oriented, there are several subcategories, if we can say so. There are some rackets not too control-oriented, we could almost say rather powerful. There are some control-oriented tennis racket with an intermediate level of power. And there are some rackets very control-oriented with a low power. And for this racket, Yonex VCore 98, I would say it's control-oriented and it gives an intermediate level of power. Now, concerning my personal feelings, which are personal, so be careful. It's better for you if you try the racket and you see your feelings on the court. But concerning my personal feelings with this frame, concerning the ground strokes, forehand, backhand, with topspin, it was fine, but a bit difficult. I would prefer to have a bit more easy power because I don't play much. I come back from injury. So overall, it's okay, but a bit difficult. I would need a bit more easy power. And I think I feel better with the Yonex VCore 100, which has a bigger head size, better forgiveness, more easy power, better access to topspin also. So I would need a bit more easy power. I could play with this racket, I just need to train more and to stop having injuries all the time. So you feel the control-oriented side of this frame when you hit the ball. On the net, it was fine, no problem at the net. On the overhead and on the serve, as for my ground strokes, it was correct, but a bit difficult. I would need some more easy power. I think to play with this racket, you need a good technique. Rather large swings, relaxed, loose swings, so you can produce some power easily, so it can be interesting. So, to conclude for the power, a control-oriented tennis racket that gives an intermediate level of power. Now a word concerning spins with this racket. On my slice backhand I had very good feelings, very nice comfort, good mix between power and control, so very nice for my slice backhand. Concerning topspin, it was fine, but just correct. There is not an extreme access to topspin with this racket. Maybe you can expect because the VCore series is presented as a series with topspin-oriented tennis racket. So for me, with this one, it was just correct. And of course, there is a better access to topspin with the VCore 100 because the head size is larger. So access to topspin, normal, correct, but not extreme. Now, concerning the maneuverability of the frame, it was fine, but as I said in the beginning of the video, you still feel a bit of weight at the tip of the frame. It's not extreme, but the head of the frame is not totally light, and you feel some weight at the tip of the frame. Not very boring, because personally, I don't like very head-heavy tennis rackets, so it was fine with this racket. And the little weight you feel at the tip of the frame is interesting to have some power, to launch, to throw the racket into the ball. And it's interesting also for the stability of the frame, and concerning the stability, for me it was fine on my ground strokes and also at the net. Now concerning the comfort, it was fine, a very nice feeling when I played with this racket, no big shock in the arm when you hit the ball. Concerning the forgiveness, of course it's better with such a head size a bit small to center the ball well, and of course if you off-center the ball, you're going to have a different feeling than when you center the ball well. With such a head size a bit small, there is a nice forgiveness with this racket. So I would say very good comfort with this racket and very good forgiveness considering the head size of the frame, which is a bit small. Okay, now to conclude concerning this Yonex VCore 98. I would recommend this racket to players with an intermediate or advanced level, not for beginners. It's going to be too difficult, the racket is too heavy, not enough power, so beginners look for another tennis racket. So intermediate or advanced level. Anyway, players able to play with a racket that is a bit heavy, 305 grams unstrung. Okay, it's not very heavy, but at the same time, it begins to be heavy, so be careful, try some rackets, and be sure you can play with such a weight. Players able to produce some power with their game, with their physical skills, with their technique, because the racket is a bit control-oriented. So you need to be able to produce some power and to look for some control given by the racket. Players who have rather large swings and loose swings in order to produce some easy power. Players looking for some control, but at the same time, players that are not looking for a racket that is going too control-oriented, because this racket is control-oriented, but at the same time it gives an intermediate level of power. I would say players with a modern game, aggressive game with topspin, but at the same time be careful, not an extreme access to topspin with this racket. And players also looking for a tennis racket with a head size a bit small, 632, and at the same time that is comfortable and forgiving. Okay guys, I stop here for this review. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment. Have fun in your tennis and see you in another video. Take care, bye bye.